what's going on. My live streamer, if it's gonna keep going the way it's going, we'll see. I don't know if it bottomed out on me or stopped there for a minute or what. What I was saying was I didn't do any bird watching today. I was just looking at birds online to try to get an idea what some of the birds are that I might see through here. We don't have the peregrine falcon down here, to my knowledge. That's the fastest bird on the planet. It can dive upwards around 240 miles per hour on the average. I mean, that bird is extremely fast. I think the fastest bird that we have down here is probably the golden hawk. I mean, the golden eagle. My bad. The golden eagle can dive at speeds that are very high. I don't even know how fast it goes. I think it gets up around 200 miles per hour. If it drops from a good height. I mean, that's a large bird, man. Shit. And I don't think any bird in Texas or anywhere in the Rio Grande Valley or Mexico, for that matter, can outrun the golden eagle. That's one bird you don't want to piss off. You'd have to lose him going in between the trees. You could lose him that way for sure because he's so big. There's no way he could keep after a smaller bird like that. So we'll see. I don't know. We do have some fast hawks here, though. We got hawks here that fly at 40 mile an hour while they're flying. They can dive well over 100 miles per hour. Some of these birds. It's pretty cool. You blink, you'll miss the kill. It is quite nice to live in an area where we have such a diversity in birds. And we do. There's a large diversity of birds down here in this area. It's really sad to see such a big push for developing this area because it's just going to push the birds out more, further. I mean, it's not good to develop this area the way they have. I'm of the question that they need bigger sanctuaries for birds down here, if anything. Big Woofie said he was just in here. Oh, there he is. Wait a minute. Add him up. Okay, there he goes. Hey, there he is. What's going on?
So tell Dark and I were in tonight with Tony, but I guess he...
What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's kind of cutting in and out a little bit, but I can hear you. Let me turn the volume up.
Because right now, let me can
you're
you hear me now?
A little bit. I mean, you're cutting in and out, but I can hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I told us to do a stream tonight. I left and Tony didn't want to.
Well, I think Tony's getting up in age and you don't have a lot of energy these days. And it's that time of year people probably need to pop about 2 or 3 days out of the week. They need to take some B12 and drink a lot of water. A lot of people don't drink enough water.
Oh yeah, for sure. Drink a lot of water, man. It's all,
Yeah.
unless I'm drinking. But I think
Man,
Tony did.
you were cutting in and out really bad. I don't know if you have a bad internet connection or what.
I think it's fine. This stream here. I'm out.
I don't know why you're cutting in and out. I have no idea.
All right. So hold on. I'm sitting in my car, but might be connected in the car. Let me see if I can figure. Yeah, shit. All right, let me do that.
No, I can't hear you. You're cutting in and out real bad. I can hear you. I could hear you say, "Okay, let me," and then after that, I couldn't hear nothing. I still can't hear you.
Is it better now?
No, you said, "Is it better than that?" And then that was it. Can you get a better internet connection?
How to do that? I mean, I'm at the home base. Yeah.
Well,
I just
signal's just not that good. It's better now a little bit. Wherever you're walking, keep walking that way.
Thing in my car. I think it was because I connected to the Bluetooth in my car. So that might have made it weird. But
yeah, it's cutting out a little bit, but I can hear you a lot more.
I guess I could. Like drinking smoke.
Okay, so anyways, they did not get bothered. Did you see my post? They definitely did not get bothered. So I don't know who that 14-year-old is, but it's not bothered. Can't hear you. Dude, you sound very low. Like I could barely hear you. You need to quit going live whatever you're doing now. You need to be like in your house or out on the front porch or something.
Let me try that. Hold on.
Done.
It's like fucking.
I heard that. Fuck.
All right. Yeah, maybe it'll work. But
I can even see you a lot better too. I'm out back. I just got these two lights is all we got out here. I don't even think the other one works. I'm gonna go turn it on though. I'll be right back.
all right. Dumb head on. It's cold.
There we go. That's a lot better, isn't it?
You can hear me better?
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah. Tony said he was at with whoever the 14-year-old kid was, and he was on Zoom. So whoever that kid is, there's more than one bot.
Oh yeah, Botter is the last name. It's a very common name actually. But they definitely did not get the Botter that we know. So maybe there's another botter that's been acting up. I don't know, but they got a whole complete different person. They didn't get the one we know.
Yeah, I mean, just hear what I read that's posted. Don't get involved with any of that shit.
Yeah,
The legalities.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
So did you see that big dude from Georgia in arm wrestling? He beat the champion from Canada. He's been so good for so many years. Yeah, he just put his arm up. When they said go, he just put it down 3 times in a row. That was it.
Where do they do that?
Well, wherever. Sometimes over in their country, sometimes over here, sometimes in Canada.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got clubs all over the world for arm wrestling now, and certain countries have their own championships and things like that.
That's cool.
It's kind of awesome.
Movie The Fly.
Move the Fly? Yeah, I've seen that.
Fly. Wrestles that guy and he breaks his arm in half.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was in Predator. Apollo Creed. Boom! Arm wrestle. So right in mid-air.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with this live stream. I don't know what. Oh, it's background I'm showing. Let me get rid of that. That's weird.
Why don't you use stream?
I don't even know. There's no way to turn it off, I don't think.
How come you don't use StreamYard?
Because it costs too much. It's not worth what they're giving you. I wouldn't use it for nothing.
I don't think it.
It's not good.
Costs money.
I don't know, man. But they started charging like a lot of money for it. I'm like, what the fuck? So I just came over here. I mean, it's a lot cheaper, and I can still go live. Have a lot of good features. They have a lot of background stuff.
Have you heard from Whit, who's on your stream? So.
No, I've seen Witch comment a few times in a few of the groups, like maybe one time in the past month, maybe 2 or 3 times, but he doesn't do much online these days. I don't know what's going on with him on that.
Well, you said you thought he would. What was that referring to?
I don't know.
Was it?
He said what now?
Or something?
He's on a diet.
No. When last week you said, I thought I know. I was wondering what that was in reference to.
There we go. I got that off. No, I don't even know what I said because I'm not understanding it 100%. I'm just saying that that he's laying low on online, and I don't know why.
Yeah, me either. Sin's lawyer on Discord. Wow. For that.
Yeah. That could be anybody.
Oh shit! It is, man.
It's probably Tom Dart. I mean, he does a lot of those antics like that.
You think?
Man, it's be out here. Shit, I think I'll get back inside. I'm gonna go to my room.
Yeah,
Get some coffee first.
Me too. Let me go grab. Hold on, I'll be right back. Tube off.
Heat off, man. It's fucking warm as hell in my room.
Oh, nice. You ever think of
so
repainting?
No, I'm not gonna spend money for that much painting this room. If they want it painted, they can paint it. I don't care about the paint.
I don't think I could live in.
Huh?
But I said I don't think I could live in an orange room, but that's just me.
Well, it's not really orange. It's a brownish tan, a little bit tan, but it's dark. You know, it's a dark color. Yeah, it's a little different. I mean, I like it because of its size. I mean, got a lot of size to it going on.
Do you use that screen?
Did I use what screen? The TV screen?
Yeah, you got like a movie theater room.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. The white bulb went out again. I gotta go. Well, when I'm gonna get a ladder and get a chance, I'm either gonna take it down or go buy another white light bulb for it. One of the two.
Well, that's Fred.
Woof.
Whoa. Right there.
Reminds me of Man's Best Friend.
Oh yeah.
That was a crazy movie. That and Cujo. Yeah, Cujo is still my favorite dog movie for scary dog movies.
Hell yeah, that movie's great. I think I saw it the first time I was like 6 years old. My mom had me watch that. I liked all that scary stuff when I was little. I saw Psycho for the first time when I was like 5.
So what do you think about Elisa's going out today? Her live stream and all that.
Well, I had to work today, so I was trying a little bit of it, but I haven't watched it yet. Just been following what people are commenting on in the Discord and stuff.
Yeah, that fucking dude totally was trying to dump her. I mean, he tells her, "Let me carry your bag for you. Do you want me to carry that for you?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, sure," because I guess she had a lot of stuff in her bag. I don't know why.
Yeah, her
So
screaming and stuff.
he carries it for her, and then he runs off. Like he ran way out in front of her, like for no reason.
What a douche. You really know that
And then,
guy? Oh yeah, go ahead.
and then on top of it, and then on top of it, she's walking by him. He's in the line, right? But you can't see him. I don't think we ever even saw him. But she walks right by him while she's calling his name and trying to find out where he's at. He ducked in there. It's like he ducked in there to lose her or something. And she goes into the place, and then she comes out. And because I told her he went in that other door, the one before that one. So she goes back down there. I don't know if she saw me type that or not, but and then she finds him, right? And then through all of the commotion and all of that, he goes in and he only buys himself a ticket. So he didn't even buy her a ticket.
Yeah, I don't really. I saw a stream with that guy and stream, but yeah, he kept like walking away, disappearing on her and stuff. It was kind of weird.
He's a real total douche, man. There's no fucking way if I was her, I'd ever go out with him again. I mean, he's the lamest freaking date, I think.
Well, what'd you think? Jimmy the Christian was supposed to be there today. She was supposed to be streaming with him and Kleenex or something. He canceled last minute. Did you see that?
Yeah, well, that guy, you can't count on him for nothing. He'd been a loser his whole life, so I wouldn't even offer to hang out with that guy. But of all places to take your date, you go to a fucking pornography event.
Yeah. Right.
If anything, he was looking at the other guys. He was checking the other guys out.
Wow. Maybe he's into the fellas.
He's a total dumbass, and then he don't act like somebody that just got awarded $200,000 for some teacher boofing him in his ass. And you're not gonna tell me that he deserves any fucking money when he must have liked it because he turned out gay as hell.
Wait, was that the story, or was he the teacher?
No, he was the student. And it wasn't just one time. Oh no. He kept going back for 2 full years, taking it in the ass from that guy and giving him lip service for 2 years. For 2 years. So he wasn't raped because he kept going back. So there's no way I would have awarded him a fucking dime. I mean, if he it was a one-time thing and then he didn't report it and he left the school or the class or whatever, that'd be different. But he should have reported it back when it happened. He never did report it. So he saw somebody sue the school over that teacher, and he decided he'd sue him too. That's all that took place. And they probably paid him the $200,000 just to get rid of him.
Most people abused don't report it because they feel shame about it. He was groomed.
I don't know, but he sure turned out gay as fuck. He's gay as it gets, man. That fucking dude there, Moss. He gay as hell.
Is he he's a known guy? But I don't, I only know.
Really, but I mean, people know him now because he was on her live stream a couple of times. But there's no way you go out on a date with somebody you just met and then you give them an ultimatum like he did her. He turned around in the car and he says, "Look, we're either going inside or I'm leaving. What part of that don't you get? Let's go inside now." And he was really like that. He was really tripping out with her. He was very bossy and shit. And then one of her friends shows up there, I guess, and she wanted to go say hi to her, but he's like, no, we're supposed to go to this event now, so let's go now. He was like that. He's a fucking weirdo, man. He's a total fucking dork. If I was her, I would just dump his fucking ass.
Well,
I never even
what's his
talked to that motherfucker again.
Yeah, how do you pick that name? That's a weird name.
That's his real name. But if I'm her, I would never date him again, like ever. I wouldn't even talk to him ever again. He's a loser.
Yeah. Well, I'll throw it on right now. I think she's still alive. Not alive, live.
I don't care to watch the lives too long or too often. She hooked up with some fat guy to take her home. Last I was looking, she was in the car, and he just kept on and on and on, just talking and talking. I mean, what the fuck? You know?
I did see sort of a video apologizing for cost stream because he said it was a good stream. Apologized because he realized it was a bad stream. What was that about? Because I didn't hear his call on that.
Yeah, I don't have any idea. I just think that Moss is a total fucking loser. He's a bad date. And if I was out on a date and with the woman and she saw one of her best friends and she wanted to go chit chat with them, I'd be all for it. I'd be like, yeah, let's go see what they're up to or whatever. You know, maybe they want to go with us to the event. Maybe we're gonna change our plans and I'll go out to eat at the buffet with Egypt, who I don't like her either. Or whatever, but Egypt was totally calling Elisa to come pay for her fucking meal that she was already fucking eating. Like if, you know, dump that needy bitch too.
I talked tonight in the Kermit and Friend with Spartan and Q, or is it K?
Oh, Brandon Quay? Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon K.
Yeah. He's okay, but he acts like he's really young because he acts really ignorant on shit. And sometimes he'll make a comment that you're sitting here shaking your head like, no, this guy don't fucking get it. He's that fucking stupid. You know, I
like both of those guys. Brandon.
I think he's really slow sometimes. I don't know. And then sometimes he looks up and finds shit that's pretty good, you know, and I'll be like, fuck.
Well,
but you really got to explain things.
He said the other day, he goes, I'm really young. Do you guys think you're 17? But then I watched one of his streams, so.
If he's underage, he's not supposed to be in Kermit Friends if he's underage.
I don't think he is. I think he was just trying to funny or something. But yeah,
no, I think he's in his 20s.
In a car with Moss. So they must be leaving this event.
Yeah. No, I think that dork is in his 20s.
Who, Brandon?
Yeah, I think Brandon's in his 20s.
I guess he was probably 23, but said he was 17.
Yeah, I think he's around.
And he said on his stream that he was 30. I think he's just a joke.
If he's 30, he's really stupid. He's got to be
not
20.
17. Yeah, maybe just turned 30. He looks young for 30, though. I mean, I'm 33. I mean, you never know. I mean, once you hit 30, look young, or they look like shit.
You don't act like you're really stupid about a lot of shit. He does. And there's a big difference, you know. And you don't even look like you're 30. You look like you're about 25.
I guess. Yeah, my mom looks always looked young. I guess I lucked out there.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, some people, like I have friends I was like in high school and shit, and I see them and they look like shit.
Hey, Bumload showed his face.
Huh?
Oh, he's drinking that white whatever shit. I don't know. Look at that. Look at
What?
what he's drinking. He's drinking that
Oh,
fucking
White
little
Claw.
sissy drink. I drank that one time. Yeah, White Claw. I drank that one
Yeah.
time just to do it, but it's not. It's not a drink that I would want to drink on a regular basis. I might drink it if I went out with some people, but that would be it.
Well, I mean, beer, drinking it. It's beer. It's like 3 ingredients depending on what you're drinking. But White Claw, what the fuck is that shit? Like seltzer. It's for
Yeah,
for
that's what
girls
it is.
anyway.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's exactly what it is for somebody that goes out with friends but don't really want to drink too much, and it's got a very, very low alcohol content. I mean, you could probably
it's
drink 50 of
5%.
those things and not even be drunk.
I drank a 12-pack of that one because somebody left it, and I had nothing else to drink, so I drank it. And like sugar water with alcohol. I'd rather have some brewskis.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's
Tall dark here? Where's he at? Let me go look. He is. Up
Oh,
and down.
he's backstage. Oh shit!
Yeah.
The
I didn't even
one.
see him. I mean, this thing don't really, it's not giving me sounds or anything. If you come on backstage, you got to say something like he did. He said, I'm here. And
Well, I was trying to, but yeah, it's hard, I guess. Which is why because I usually do it off my phone. Oh, her stream just ended. All dark. What the frig? Oh, there
I'm
we
just
go.
trying to edit whatever settings it's got on here. I don't know what, it's only got those settings right there.
Get meta and watch this on my TV while I'm on it.
Yeah. It's got this one here too.
Tall Dark's got like a hippie hoodie on. he looks a little bit like Wheezy. What do they call that?
Did you notice that Weezy got moved?
I think I heard you say that. Yeah.
Yeah, Weezy moved. He's got better lighting wherever he's at, and he's using green screen.
And he's got a job now or something?
Yeah, he's still working, yeah. He works a lot now. He's not used to that, so he's got to get used to working, Because, I mean, he still had money left over from his singing days. But I think he ran out or ran low, and, he had to start working.
I never understand why Wheezy was in a cover band, but he always trashed the band Wheezy. I meant Weezer.
No, he just said that their first album was their only good album. He loved the first album.
It.
No.
Why would you?
And he's in a Wheezy
cover
band, so he's not trashing them.
Video where he's like, Weezer only had one good album. He had like 3 good ones. Some of their shit's good.
I think he wasn't the one who decided to be in a Wheezy cover band. It was probably someone else that loved that band, and he just kind of liked them a little bit and just wanted to be in a band. So he agreed to be in the Wheezy cover band.
I took it. I thought he was like he formed the band, but I don't even like Weezer. I mean, I like some of their shit.
I like the cover song that they did of Africa, the song Africa by Toto. I thought they did a decent job on that. I wanted to like them because I like nerds, but I just don't enjoy their music.
Well, I thought,
hey, did y'all see that news deal on the pigeon? Somebody was using the pigeon trying to get drugs into a prison.
I saw that a director killed a pigeon by mistake, so he's getting charged for that in Europe.
Yeah.
No, not this one. Yeah, this pigeon's still alive. It lived, but they caught it, and it had a backpack on the bird that was I mean cocaine.
Wow.
I mean not
that's
cocaine, but
cool.
meth.
That's awesome. Time. Yeah,
He used to deliver drugs. That's funny.
Weezer had a good performance back in the day when they did Say It Ain't So. That's a good one. And then I think in the early 2000s, Ollie, that song I thought was good.
They covered out the Hall and Oates. Say It Isn't So.
Say It Isn't. Oh, Say It Ain't So. So Say It Isn't.
So Wheezy covered Hall and Oates?
Not Wheezy, Weezer.
I mean
Right?
Weezer, yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah, well on.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, their first performance on Letterman, they sang that. That was a good one. Any good musical guests?
I see
like
at 6:53 in Elisa's server, Big Woofie posted, are those T-Boys? T-Boys. T-Bob's T-Boys.
Yeah,
That's
Replying
funny.
to spinning. How do they have a Y chromosome?
because they were trannies. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
she was at a porn. She was at a porn event, so of course you're gonna run into fucking all kinds of trannies and T-boys and shit like that.
I saw that she posted that she was scared to go there, but I guess Moss and her viewers chided her into going.
Well, it was called
Yeah, she needs to dump Moss. He's a dork.
a FitCon, so I don't think.
I bet you she got a lot of cards from porno producers asking her to be in a porno.
Why do you think that?
Because she's gorgeous. That's why.
Nah, she's starting to show her age a little bit. I wouldn't go there.
T-Bob, please. I think you got your feelings hurt because she didn't want to marry you. I don't believe
I never tried to really marry her. I never had a fucking thing for her, you fucking dumbass.
All right, I'll go.
She's never turned me on, and you should know that by now. So you saying that means you're just a fucking retard or something.
All right, I'll go along with that because it's your stream.
No, it's a fact. I told her that. We talked about that. What y'all saw took place with all of that. That was all prearranged, but she didn't follow through with it right. And she fucking ended up dorking out on me, so that's her fault.
T-Bob, I'm not saying you're a bad-looking guy or you're bad, but for whatever reason, I just
look, I don't get it. Here's what you don't understand. Listen to me, Tall Dark. Listen to me right now, what I'm fixing to tell you, because this is the God's honest truth. If she banned me from her fucking Discord right now, I would not fucking miss it for one fucking second. I don't give a flying fuck about her in any kind of way, except for she's a little bit entertaining to keep up with. That's about it.
I'm going to do the Larry David thing.
Like, I don't care about her. I don't want a fucking relationship with her. But if you step back and compare her to young 20-year-old women that maybe up to age 26 or 28, she's starting to show her age, bro. I mean, in real talk. And she wears a lot of makeup. Why does she wear a lot of makeup? Because she don't want to show her age. That's why.
You love her. You know you love her.
I like her. I don't love her. No, I don't love Elisa.
Like, who are you? Kleenex? You love her. You love the community, but
I like the community, but I don't like most people in there because most people in there are fucking weirdo fanatics and shit.
Well, yeah, that comes with the terrorists.
Not really.
But I think
they have the biggest weirdos in there of any group you'll find.
Yeah, this one, they keep saying that they're going to create a Discord, but they have. But I'll still be a Kermit and Friends guy. Just want to see who else is in this upcoming Discord.
About all that.
Did you see that somebody named Just a Guy posted an article, West Virginia juvenile arrested and charged with distributing child pornography, a 14-year-old from Charleston, West Virginia.
We're talking about that. Did you click?
Yeah, but that's not Botter. That's not the Botter that we know as Botter. It's not him. I kept trying to tell you people that that's not him. It's not him.
Tony claimed that was Botter.
Well, I just posted proof that it's not Botter. I just posted it earlier. Scroll up in over there in Kermit Friends chat and see it.
Hold on. Did you click the link? Because I would have that post, and I did not click the link.
J Prime is here. I see. What's up, J Prime?
Yeah, you broke off, Woofie, but I think you were saying to not click on the link.
You click the link because I would have advised you not to.
Yeah, you're probably better off not doing
IP address. It's a fake.
I don't know what I can't figure out. Why is Lisa hanging out with so many losers?
That's how they find your IP address. They post like that. I've heard, and
I would click on any unknown links anywhere on Discord. I would never do that.
I mean, that's sensational, but I didn't click it because I've heard about her. Just saying. I heard from a little
people. I talk about her on a regular basis, and people don't believe me. And so, him sending me an answer, you can look at the dates on that chat that I posted. Botter was not arrested. I got news for you.
Well, he wasn't arrested. He was served.
No, he wasn't served. He wasn't anything. It's all bullshit.
Who was caught, who went by Botter, and Tony went to the court hearing. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think Tony would just miss shit. But I guess
Tony shit. I'd like to see that court hearing because I guarantee you that whoever that was is not the body.
I mean, here's the thing, Bob. It's an interesting to follow, all the events, but I really don't get involved in it because I kind of have a little bit, but I don't want to deal with this shit. I mean, if somebody were to swap, I mean, I know like a few of the cops, so I don't think that would be crazy. I just don't want people into my shit.
I think Ultimate Green Bagels Black Magic has changed his name to that.
You're correct. And I wonder why. That's the question. It seems like he has developed a new product for this bagel.
Yeah.
So I want people to know that's, I don't know, but I'm a good fan. I think he's great. But yeah, that is because he didn't create a new account, Tall Dark. He just changed his name like you do. I gotta just take a...
Too much information.
There's the link posted up there if you want to jump in, Weezy. I'm going to switch from my cell phone to my computer. So if you hear an echo, just mute me until I get that stopped. I'm coming in on my PC now if I can. It would be better if I could. Oh man, now it's showing me with the wrong fucking camera. Let me fix that. There we go. Now I could drop out of this one. Can y'all hear me okay on this one?
Yep.
Yep. Here we go. Okay. Now I can see better.
T-Bob, close some of your. You only got like 45 of them open.
I got it fixed. Hold on, I'm fixing everything right now.
Keep too many rule. 3 tabs tops. It's 2
I know.
tabs. Wow. Yo, is somebody stream, dude?
I'm not used to this restream how it works yet, and I'm having to. I think I can fix the echo prior to that, but I haven't tried it that way yet. But I'm pretty sure I can.
This seems like a botter attack.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I did that for a reason because my girlfriend's calling me on my phone, and she doesn't like it when I don't take her call.
Oh, that's on you.
Yeah.
Could you switch up maybe, and we could hear that phone call?
Well,
And also,
yeah, my phone turns off and back on. I don't know what it's doing right now.
you post the permanent friends?
What do you want to post in Kermit Friends?
Yeah, just so that. Because we were supposed to do a stream tonight, Tall Dark. I just came out this morning and thought it would be great because Tony had.
No, people are teasing Tony because he's on Discord instead of with his wife. So I think he just wants to hang out with his wife tonight. I don't think he thinks he's too good for you.
I think Tony lies a lot, though. I really do, and he does it to try to pad his outlook. He wants people to look at him as really smart, but I've never seen him do anything very smart. He just sits on his fat ass and makes comments and tries to disrupt shit.
A lot of the things he was talking about last night, I've not watching it. Ever. I don't normally tune into this, but everything he was saying, I mean, he wasn't lying.
I don't know what he's not lying about, but they did not arrest the guy that we know as Botter. That's all I know. He was
because he's a juvenile. He's only 14.
No, Botter that you know is not 14 years old. I kept trying to tell you guys. I talk to Botter on a regular basis, and he's laughing at you guys right now. I'm telling you, that's what he does.
Let's not comment on that because we don't really know that whole thing.
Why would P-Bob post in Woofie's Discord? Wheezy or anyone is welcome to join the panel. Wheezy's not in Woofie's Discord.
Did I do that in the wrong Discord? My bad.
Yeah.
No, I invited
no big deal.
I invited Mini Wheezy to my Discord. That was Wheezy.
Yeah, I saw Minnie Manson's back in your.
Yeah.
And because Minnie's being so nice to me, I'm not going to call him that other name I used to call him.
I wasn't that. No, I meant to put that in another Discord too.
But tell Darby for an invite tonight so he could talk to you. So I think so he wants to make amends.
No, he did. I saw the message that you posted in your Discord, and then I got through the Minnie through YouTube. So
yeah,
everything is fine right now.
I was trying to watch this crazy movie and then have 20 messages from Minnie Manson telling me he was dying. So apologize to you. Now I gotta deal with this.
That was nice.
I'm watching. Yeah, it was very nice. How he still reaches out to me once in a while. He's always been.
Did you see on his YouTube he did a cover of "I Write the Songs the Whole World Sings"?
Which one?
He did a new version of that. That's what he did during our last stream with him.
What song?
The Barry Manilow. I write the songs the whole world sings.
Yeah, that's a good song. That's a good song.
Yeah, that was he sang those songs on your stream. I thought songs, but I realized Minnie Manson actually learns he does it. Like he takes the time to listen to the song and he tries to learn them. was fucking awesome. Every song he did on that stream was sick.
Is Tammy in the chat?
The chat.
I don't know if she subscribes to Bob.
Is who what?
Tammy.
I'm just wondering if Tammy is in your chat.
I have to go look.
She's wanting to join panels. She should come in on the T-Bob stream. That's how you got to break the ice with T-Bob.
Well, I put the wrong damn link down for people.
I think the first stream I ever did was Danny from LA, and Weezy was on there, and Brain that stream, and that was awesome. I started streaming with T-Bob. My favorite ones to join with T-Bob.
You know what I just found out today?
But,
Oh, wait a second. Breaking news. Minnie Manson replied to me on YouTube. Tall Dark Show. Awesome. Thank you, Tall Dark. So I think everything's good between me and Minnie.
yeah, he wants to make. He felt bad about his health wasn't good.
Yeah.
And so
Everything is good between me and Minnie.
And Tall Dark, he sent me the last video he made the other night. He was wearing the hat you got him.
That's nice. I was afraid he was going to throw it away.
And he had some cool shape.
Yeah.
He looks pretty cool.
Yeah, he dresses great for a man on a budget.
Who does?
And Tony goes to
Minnie Manson.
stores. He goes to all these clothes for cheap and puts together these outfits. He is quite talented.
Does anybody know that group called Wall of Voodoo?
No.
They had a song called Mexican Radio that's really good. And they opened up for Devo. Somebody just answered.
Was in the Iron Maiden or
Oh, you want me to post the link there? Okay, I just now got over the chat. Hold on, let me do that. I thought I posted the link there already, but I'll do it again.
I was thinking of Dio. Devo is a band. Yeah, I only like Sabbath, Ozzy, and I hate Iron Maiden.
J Prime, 14 minutes ago, wrote yes, you would, but I wasn't, he was replying to.
Yeah, who knows?
I just wanted to pop in for a little bit. I'm still binge watching It's Gary Shandling Show, which it was on for 2 years on Showtime, and then Fox put it on, and I never even knew that. And I'm embarrassed to admit, I watched a lot of TV, and I didn't even catch that. But in the summer, family always had a summer house, so hardly watched any TV during the summer.
Did you see that yet? Because it's like the only show he ever did. Howard Stern.
Did I see what?
The Howard Stern episode yet?
No, that was on his Larry Sanders Show, which he did. It's Gary Shandling Show from ABC on Showtime, because Showtime gave a 6-episode commitment, and HBO would only give a 1-episode. What do they call that? A pilot commitment. And then in 1992, I guess HBO gave him up. So he did the Gary Shandling Show on HBO for I think 6 years.
Oh, it's Wheezy.
Hi, best friends.
I'll leave it because Wheezy's on. I just I really want to go, but I just want to compliment Wheezy's music is excellent.
I love you, Tall Dark. I hope we could be friends again one day.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Yeah, we can be cool, Wheezy. I just want to go. I'll talk
Good,
to you
Tall.
some other time.
All right,
and I'll
bye,
stop putting
Tall.
you down. Take care, everybody.
No biggie. We're cool.
Tall.
I think Tall Dark has to take a dump.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. He's a gentleman. He's not going to talk about it.
No, he's just.
How are you, Woofie? I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm good. How are you, Weezy?
I'm good. It's fucking cold and rainy at my house.
Like
Yeah, it's a little bit cold out here too. I came back inside, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
nice
put
and
my
toasty in
jacket,
here.
long pants on to be outside.
Dude, once I get cold, there's no getting me warm. It's fucking. I'm just been freezing all day. How are you, Bob?
Doing good. I don't miss working in the cold though. Why is Woofie's volume turned down? I need to turn that up.
Something's beeping. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, African Queen.
Ah.
She called me, and now that I'm calling her, she's not answering the phone. So I don't know why, unless she just fell asleep.
Come here, kitty.
Plan today was to have interview Tony. I think he didn't want to because he's an OG and he thinks we're lower class.
He's a hack anyway.
But interesting.
You should make him cam up if he's going to do an interview, so we can see his fat ass.
How come you haven't been in Kermit Friends? Just because Tony?
Yeah, I can't stand him making it's like it really creeps me out, to be honest. If I'm in there, all he does is message me the entire time, and I had him blocked, but he starts like getting other people to start talking about it, so that the subject is always me, which is not the reason I go
like
in
he
there.
private messages you.
Tony found like one of my own bandmates and was posting it everywhere. He's just like he's literally a troll. Like that's Tony.
Oh yeah, that's all he is. He's stupid too. I figured this out. Tony is fucking stupid as fuck. I don't believe he was ever a teacher. He's too fucking stupid to have been a teacher.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't like Tony at all because he was like a troll when he came out, quote unquote, in the voice. I became a Tony fan. Funny.
Tony kissed my ass for about a
like
year and a half, so I thought he was cool because he was so busy kissing my ass I couldn't see his real personality. But as soon as he was over kissing my ass, his true colors shown, and I'll have to say, everybody was right because so many people. There's not one person that didn't warn me about Tony, including Elisa, about how he is and his true nature. And I'd spent a lot of time defending that piece of shit. And I was wrong. I shouldn't have defended him ever. He is an absolute troll. An egomaniacal troll that has nothing but time on his hands to troll.
That's the thing when I was like, everyone was like, oh, Tony's great. And I'm like what? Like, this guy's a fucking cunt. But yeah, I do like Tony now. I'm not going to lie.
I like Tony when he's a nice guy, but he's a total backstabbing little dweeb.
Yeah, if he wasn't obsessed, I'd be fine with him. But he's obsessive. It's like autism levels of obsession. His obsession is like makes me think that he's autistic. Even last night on Muds, he's like, I'll prove you're gay. And then he's like, well, I didn't say that. It's like you're backtracking on the one thing. Like immediately, it's just like so see-through. I don't think Tony realizes how he comes off because his head's all the way up his own ass. So he can't tell. He has no self-awareness.
I don't understand the whole Bud streams. I guess people are entertaining, but I find them borderline racist, anti-Semitic.
Yeah, once he starts being racist, I leave. I can make it about 5 beers in, and then I leave. But even then, I'll take breaks. Like I think he basically he promotes bad behavior. So like when Joe comes on, he's like, oh yes, like Joe can do no wrong, even though Joe Walsh is like a racist, bigot, sexist asshole. Like promoting that kind of behavior, it's cute for a minute, but then it starts getting. I love Mud. I mean, I'm no issue with Mud at all. I like him a lot. But once he starts in that sort of realm, I gotta leave because I don't like the N-word. I don't like being overtly sexist. But he's a great guy. He's a smart guy too.
I think I went on 2 of his, and it was like one of the first ones I went on, and I was for like over an hour. But I remember Mud was like Mein Kampf, and he's like, you should read it, man.
Oh yeah, he's never read it.
I do have to, and I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but like, do you really hate Relentless? Like
no, not at all. I mean, if you told big fat lies about me, if you told big fat lies about me, I'd call you out about it too. I don't hate anybody, literally not anybody. Like, I don't even hate anybody in my real life.
Oh, count yourself lucky then.
I really don't. I mean, I don't know. Look at me and Bob. I never hated him. He was on basically his deathbed, motherfuckering me all the way to hell. And I felt bad for him that he was in the hospital. Like, I just have that thing in me where I can't hate anybody. But maybe, I love Bob now.
Maybe you should reach out to Relentless and just apologize.
Oh, I don't care. Listen, dude. If anybody owes anybody an apology, it's her owing me an apology. So I don't care. I'm also like, as much as I don't hate people, it's like, I will never, ever apologize if I'm not wrong, ever. Like, I'm just not going to do it. Even if it means not talking to the person for the rest of my life, that's their loss. That's not my loss. And she told a bunch of giant lies about me, and that's not cool. And let's say she was telling the truth, which she wasn't. Then breaching my trust is not cool. So what kind of person would like to be cool with somebody like that? So yeah, I have no problems with her at all.
Who are y'all talking about now?
Oh, Relentless.
Oh yeah, Relentless is, I don't know. Relentless is just a showboat, I think.
Yeah, she likes it.
She's cool as fuck, man. She was married to Falcons and shit, who wrote the theme song.
Woofie, will you do me a favor and like do something with your mic because it keeps clipping? So I think if you even just do the echo suppression or something, I don't know what you could do. Just change the setting for 1 second because it'll be better. But it keeps. I don't know if you have like a.
Well, I was just outside and I just came back in.
It's still. I don't know if it's like a Bluetooth thing or what, but every other word gets lost somehow. It's not that big of a deal. I can live with it. I just.
Here, let me try to refresh and see if join me back in if I go back.
Come back in. See how that works for you.
Yeah, was that happening to you too, Bob? Like you heard that, right?
Yeah, earlier from the moment he came in the stream, but see, he came online while he was inside his vehicle. I think in his pickup truck.
Gotcha.
And I couldn't even hear but 1 or 2 words when he was in his truck. And then he went inside and it got a lot better, but yeah, he's still kind of in and out there. He probably needs to refresh or something, like he said. Because usually he's really clear. Okay, I think he's back now.
Yeah, he's usually very clear.
Yeah, I'm not on Bluetooth, I'm just on my phone.
Okay, yeah, it's way better now.
All right, good. Yeah, I just refreshed.
Sometimes that's all it is the connection.
Yeah.
I'm playing with my cat right now. He's following this tree.
Well, it's good to see you, Easy.
It's good to see you.
I mean,
how you like my cup?
What's that?
I said it's been a while.
It has. Oh, I love that cup. I want that cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. I have not been streaming either, which is I don't know. I'm trying to find the groove to stream about Elisa's, but it's tough because I can't play videos myself. If I play videos on my computer, it lags me out completely. So I kind of have to like lean on Leaf, and I don't like asking for anything at all. And so I just wait for Leaf to ask me if I want to do a show because I don't I don't want to ask him because it's just basically being like, hey, Leaf, can you do a bunch of work for free for me? And I don't like that.
And there's so many new funny characters in Calf. Like it's really been entertaining lately. I
like that virtuous guy. He's funny.
He's so I love him. I love Brandon K.
Brandon, yeah.
I used to say Q, but I think it's K.
Yeah, it's
like
Spanish.
the Spanish. So Brandon, what? I think he's fantastic.
He's funny too, yeah.
And I totally, I watched one of his live streams, and then I was like, oh shit, this is the guy who was on one of our last shows with the mask.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that he was on the show.
Yeah, he had a mask on because he thought he was a, what's it called? A
targeted individual.
Target, yes. Yeah. So
yeah, I've been obsessed with targeted individuals for years. I mean, it's very interesting.
And I watched his live stream, and he went and got a chai tea.
And
he was just the whole time, it's just chai tea. And then he's walking down the street and he's looking at restaurants. And he's like, noodles. I was like, this guy's the best.
That's funny. Yeah, he's always been cool to me. He was mean to me the very beginning because he has such a big crush on Elisa. He didn't like that I was her co-host, I don't think.
Yeah, he announced they're engaged today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you watch Moss? Moss I put up a bunch of shorts about Moss today. That's how big of a baby he was being.
Oh, I gotta see that because
dude.
I tried to watch a little. I had to work today, but yeah, so I haven't seen it.
It was
per stream today, but I'll watch it.
Listen, I love Elisa, but I hate watching people fucking yell at her, and that's what Moss does. He just yells at her.
Baby,
yeah, I mean, who yells at a date?
Dude, let me show you. Like,
shut the fuck up.
I'll show you one of the clips. It's like unbelievable.
Okay.
Oh, so you don't like this? I'm sorry, boss.
Stop apologizing. Just you don't have to apologize. Just end the stream. You don't need to apologize. Just end the stream. You'll go back on later.
I don't think I will.
Okay, then don't.
Like, he's so fucking whiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's a little crybaby bitch.
He really is. It's too much. I would never talk to a girl like that. Like that just makes them.
We were supposed to go in here. I don't want to change the plans and go over there.
That's what you do when you're when you're a baby. Like, Mom, I don't want to go over there. Like, that's what he's acting like. No woman wants to hear you be like that.
If I were to do an IRL with Elisa, I would just get bombed and fucking just laugh and have fun.
Yeah, if I were going to do an IRL with Elisa, I would have two rules for myself. Don't pay attention to what the chat says, both good or bad. Just take it as it comes. And be prepared for the unexpected. Because you never know with Elisa. She's on a whim. She's looking for situations. You can't be married to this idea of like, I'm going to hang out with just Elisa and we're going to do what I want to do. Like, that's not how it's going to work.
So that guy lives in LA then?
I guess so, yeah. I've heard all kinds of weird things about him, like that he has a bunch of money because he sued his teacher that molested him. But then I hear that he doesn't even pay for his own drinks and he lives out of his car.
Yeah, he sued the school, but I got a feeling that he's already into that money because $200,000 ain't shit.
He was also Ron Jeremy's manager, and Ron Jeremy is like going to prison for fucking raping everybody. So
exactly.
He's
and there ain't
no version of Andy
know about it. I've already mentioned that many times. Moss was in on that shit, or he's a straight up fucking retard. He should have been prosecuted too, really. That's why he's all in events. He wants to go to all the porn events. He likes looking at men. Did you see him posting up that shit where that guy was checking him out?
No, I saw him today. Though, they were at the...
I saw one black man in a G-string. I tuned in for a second, and I saw a G-string on a black guy.
Yeah, I missed that part.
Like,
what chicks they're doing the porn with? Because the only ones I seen were butt fucking ugly. I wouldn't even have sex with them. Not even for money.
Not even the black guy?
Well, I don't do guys. I'm talking about the women that I seen. They were fucking ugly and fat or chubby as hell. Ugh.
I didn't see any like hot babes when I was watching. I saw a couple trannies.
Yeah.
What do you call them now? Trans humans? I don't even
Transgender.
know what the fucking trans
T-boys, whatever you want to call
trannies.
T-Bob's T-Boys.
them. Oh, there's 5 different kinds of trannies, okay? I'm okay. I mean, like 5 different kinds.
Trannies. That's so funny.
Well,
Yeah.
trannies, that's archaic. But
I hope that Tall Dark did not leave just because of me, because I really wanted to hang out with him.
he was saying he
Nah,
was about to go before he came on.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And he did compliment you. I was shocked.
That was nice of him.
Yeah,
I appreciated that.
today he seems
He tried saying I
a little more
was
enlightened.
because Lisa didn't marry me, and I'm like, oh, please.
You were a little upset.
Well,
No,
Tall
I
Dark's thing right
I
now
was never
is his 3-month free subscription to HBO Max is coming to an end soon, so he has to binge as much as he possibly can.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I guarantee everybody this. If I ever do go to California and hang out with her for a night, Elisa would be having sex with me.
Wow. You heard it here first, folks.
Wow.
Or if you want to. If you want to take me back to her place, I'll put it that way.
I think if
Wow,
I were
that's
to go out
good.
there, I'd want to go to a good restaurant, like with Elisa. Like,
What do you mean?
Like if I were to go to LA to live stream, this would probably not
I
happen,
see.
but I would want to go to like a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
'Cause
I would go
love
to
eating.
a pub or something like that, or someplace they serve a really good mixed drink, and then I would get in a booth. I wouldn't go sit at the fucking bar.
Like I wouldn't
That's what
go
I
to
would fucking
Nobu
drink.
because I cannot afford that. But
I don't know where I'd go. I mean, I would just go wherever she wanted to go. Oh, look at Tony's
And you
typing
can do all
about
the
me,
good
telling
shit
me,
you want. I don't care about all of that.
Tony, if I'm so obsessed about you, why'd you come in here typing about me, guy?
T-Bob, you should send Tony. Well, the link is in my Discord, I think.
He sees the link.
I'm not talking to Tony.
Up there.
If Tony comes up here, I'm going to leave because that's just what he wants. He wants to fight people.
No,
That's
we're
what
not
he
gonna
lives
have
for.
that.
He
We can
lives for
stand and
fighting
Tony could go kick a duck around the corner.
I don't think you guys will ever get over this feud, which is,
it doesn't matter. He's like the bottom of the barrel. I don't care about Tony.
And the feud began with Minnie Manson, right?
I don't even know. I just know that he turned
I
on
think
me. Once somebody turns on me, they can fuck off. He's a liar too. Run, Weezy, run. See, he just wants my attention. The whole reason he came in to comment is to get my attention. So guess
Yeah.
what, fatty? I'm not going to give you any attention, bub. Sorry about that. Cry about it, buddy. Go brag about putting a 14-year-old into jail again.
Yeah, and it's not even Botter. That's the whole thing about it. It's not even Botter.
I do find it curious that
He's
Tony's
pathetic.
in the chat right now when he said he wouldn't do a stream with me and Tall Dark.
He doesn't hang out with his wife. He just pretends he does so that nobody teases him about it because he's just on the computer 21 hours a day. Imagine 21 hours a day.
Yeah,
I thought it was because he looked at us like lower class citizens because he's an OG and we're
He's just
youth.
a fat old 60-year-old. He's 60 years old. He stays on here in communities trying to fight with everybody. Name a person he hasn't fought with. Even Elisa kicked him and banned him the other day because he's pathetic. You should see the stuff she says about him to me. It's hilarious.
Oh,
I don't really think
Can you post
anybody
receipts?
actually legitimately likes Tony. I think they just put up with him because he's fought with everybody. Name one person he hasn't fought with.
well, Weezy, Elisa always says she wants it in the Discord. Would you post those receipts?
That'd be up to her.
Oh,
See,
okay.
Tony can't keep my name out of his mouth. Look at him. He's so cute. So cute. Tony.
Oh,
Obsessed some more, fatty. Even last night, Mud
I
was like,
like
yeah,
Tony.
you're pretty
I'm just gonna
creepy
say.
for trying to dox Weezy. That's pretty creepy, Tony. Even Mud.
Mud seemed to have a neutral.
Tony, you got no receipts, Tony. Tony, you got 0 receipts because
I think
Botter
he's
is
just
not
enjoying the show. Weezy, Mud.
Yeah, Mud's funny. I like Mud. Like I said, up to a certain point, he's fun, and then he just kind of gets that racism going, and I'm like, okay, peace out.
The first time I was on there, that Joe Walsh guy.
Tony, you think you can make my voice tremble? That's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
I love when Wheezy's voice trembles.
Well, I didn't understand the pizza shaming. You were like, Tony, you only had
because
one
it
slice.
was no. Before that, he was like, "Oh, I got to go, everybody. My wife's here with pizza," and then he spends the next hour fighting with everybody on panel. So, like, obviously, his wife wasn't there. Look at Tony with the same old script, talking about me with scripts.
Did Wheezy admit to sexting with Relentless yet?
Well,
Obsess more over me, Tony. Obsessor.
Wheezy, with the pizza thing, my whole my thought after I heard that was, who could ever only have one slice of pizza?
That's why
I can understand if you're on the road, you pick up.
He said, "Oh, only eat one piece." Dude weighs 400 pounds. You're telling me that guy just eats one piece during a sitting? Even I eat two.
Listen, I average at least 3 to 4 to the head.
Yeah, if
sometimes
I'm really hungry,
5
I'll
to
eat 3 to
6.
4.
Sometimes
there's no way I could eat 5 to 6. That would just make me fall over.
Oh, I've done it, baby.
Tony, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm not going to talk about you anymore. So go ahead and type my name all you want and obsess over me some more, bub. Thank you. Have a good day.
I wish I could see the chat. I can't when I'm on my phone because if I minimize or X out of this, I'm out of the stream.
Restream's different. Like,
It's just
I kind of like it.
Oh, I can see the shit
voice
now.
trembles. Did Wheezy admit to sexting with Relentless yet?
Oh,
and everybody, and then fat shaming so classy. Well, lose the fucking weight, you fat ass. And Wheezy, you talk about me when I was not there, right?
Let's
Well,
see
you
how
talk
many.
about
Yeah, because
it.
somebody mentioned it. I never bring up Tony out of the blue, only when people ask me about him. And everybody asks me about him. You know why they ask me about him? Because he spends all day, every day talking about me. That's why. He's made a whole career out of talking about Weezy.
Yeah,
so
let me
I
ask
don't
you,
talk back to him anymore. Tony, you're getting ignored, bub. Sorry, bub.
Right. So that brings me to another topic. What do you guys think about these guys who follow other guys and they spend 24 hours watching your videos?
It's creepy.
They're like obsessed with them.
Your fans, T-Bob?
T-Bob, I have to say, even people that don't like you, they watch every minute of your streams.
Like
That's
Harry
right. That's
Brogan
exactly
is his
right.
number one fan. I like Harry Brogan. I'm not putting. I'm just saying. He's
Harry Brogan is your number one fan.
I love you, Harry.
His whole,
I'm not knocking
It's so true. He is. He talks about Bob more than anybody else on earth. He even
he loves him. But I talked to Harry actually last week in the voice chat.
I like Harry. I do.
And
I love
he's
Harry.
such a
he
pecks
such
away like a
nice
bird.
guy, and
he's totally obsessed with you, Bob.
he explained why Bob obsessed with him so much, and I'm not going to reveal why, but it made a lot of sense to me, and I kind of felt for him.
Well, Bob contacted Harry's neighbors.
Or I
and
did
said
feel
that
for him, but not kind of.
Bob told Harry's neighbors that Harry was looking over the fence watching them take hot tub time.
Oh, I know. I've been around a minute. I know the T-Bob lore.
I didn't care if it was true or not. It was Weezy's idea. I mean, Wit's idea, so I just ran with it.
Where did Wits go? Did he completely disappear?
Wit, last
I
time
don't
I
know.
talked to
I
him,
think
he popped in on Christmas Day and sent me this hilarious GIF that he made of himself, where he held up a Men in Black pen, and he pointed to it, and then it clicked, and it goes "Merry Christmas." It was great. I always love Wits. I hope Wits comes back.
Up until that whole, I don't know, he looked super guilty during all that stuff, and so then I just kind of was like, "Whoa, why did he disappear right after that?"
Well, if Wits even had, this is my theory.
But I did love Wits. I gotta say, I love them.
If he ever had, because what I know, I think, is that the first person to post child porn was that SJC guy.
Ah.
So maybe Wits like just like saved it so he could sabotage someone's stream or something, but I don't.
Oof.
Yeah.
Is
These
that
are
true?
just theories. But
Is-
Elisa did say the other day, SJC, if it wasn't Elisa, it was somebody else. But that SJC was the first guy to post CP in that server.
I forgot that he did that because he did that to try to get the server like.
And I will say, Botter invited somebody into my server because T-Bob invited Botter and Noodles into my server a few months ago. And that person posted the same shit in mine. So I actually had to see that shit because I missed it in Kermit and Friends.
Wait.
Luckily.
What person was this?
This was like back in October, like before Halloween or something, or around then.
Yeah, but who was it that did that?
It was
Somebody-
a fake. It was a fake Wits account. That was a thing.
Oh, okay.
So I immediately, Fraulein, the chicken lady, messaged me because I
love
slept
her.
till like 10 o'clock that day in the morning, and she was like, "Go into your server," and I looked in and I saw just a glimpse of what it was. I immediately deleted it. It was horrifying what I saw. I didn't,
That was the
I just
beginning and the
don't-
end for me with all the Discord stuff. I like not being on Discord because of that. It's like so fucking toxic when people are putting up pictures of porn and like fucking trying to swat you and all of that stuff, and then they're just like, "Well, it's the price you pay." It's like, ugh.
Weezy, I've talked about this, but the way this transpired was so telling to me. So, since it's my server, I could look at who the log or whatever.
Oh
So
yeah,
I could
yeah.
see who posted the invite. So Botter posted the invite to this fake Wits account, and within a minute, that person came into my Discord, posted the picture, and who was the first person to reply was Noodles. I don't even fucking know Noodles. T-Bob invited both Botter and Noodles in there. Why would Noodles be on top of it? Like, I was so creeped out by the whole thing. I banned both of those dudes.
I've always got along with Noodles, always, but I also always knew that somehow Botter and Noodles were probably working together.
Yeah.
Because at some points they would be even laughing at each other's jokes. So, but I'm legitimately confused. Like, I honestly did not think Botter was the swatter. I did not think that until all
Oh
this.
my god, dude!
Because he was saying stuff like,
was
"Oh,
a
I swatted
no-brainer.
them," but like, who would take responsibility for swatting somebody
Dude,
after
the night-
actually swatting them? Like, there's no way you would do that.
because he didn't think he would have consequences. But the night Fireman John was swatted, that was the first one I saw. He was taunting. They were going back and forth, taunting each other. And then he goes, "Look out," or something like that. And then it happened. And I made a quick clip of it, of Fireman swatting.
I was still shocked when I found out that it was actually
And,
him.
and then with the Levy shit, that shit was so weird. So that night he was like going off about the steel toe guys, and he's like, "Look out, Bob Levy." And then that shit happened. And it was like, it was pretty obvious.
But listen, on the internet, nothing's obvious, right? Because it's a big, huge troll to do what Noodles was doing, saying, "Yeah, I'll go to Japan and fuck little kids." So everybody's like, "Oh, Noodles said he'll fuck little kids in Japan." So what does Noodles do? Doubles down on it and says, "Yeah, I'm gonna go fuck kids in Japan." You say stuff facetiously, and you're supposed to take that as the word and the gospel that, okay, now we have proof that Noodles fucks children. That's not how the internet works. You get to say whatever you want with no repercussions. And so if you're taking if you're saying, "Yeah, I'm the one that swatted them," it's 50-50. You can't believe somebody that said that, because why would anybody say that?
I was looking, I was reading, I was watching,
Yeah.
and then I
he's
but
not really
with
gonna do
Noodles,
that.
does Noodles think it's funny? Like, Noodles is like a shtick guy, and when he
He's
was
a
on
schmuck.
T-Bob stream with you that one time at the football field, he makes it a joke. He's like, "Oh,
Exactly.
people are calling me a pedophile." Listen, dude, that's creepy. You don't jump
It is
around.
creepy, but at the same time, it doesn't prove that he's a pedophile. Like
No,
that's
I'm
my
not saying
that's my
that.
whole point. No, but that's my point. Botter teasing about being the swatter doesn't prove he's a swatter. Just like Noodles saying he's a pedophile doesn't prove he's a pedophile.
But he
Words are
wasn't
just
teasing.
words.
He was giving like a preamble. He was like, "Get ready, like look out."
I'm talking about when Botter said, "Yeah, I did swat those guys." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure you did, guy." As soon as he said that, I didn't believe he was the swatter because who would fucking say that? Who would admit it?
I was talking about before those swattings began and when they happened.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I'm just trying to make it clear what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. When Botter says, "Hey guys, I just swatted them," it's like, "Oh, okay, I believe you now." Because why in the fuck would anybody admit to the felony? Like, it's to me obvious that he was joking. Well,
I literally never heard him say that after a swatting. It was always leading up to one. And it was the two that I saw, the Fireman John and then the Levy one.
the
I didn't know
Fireman
about
John
that.
one, that was. I thought they were going to shoot his dog.
That was the most dangerous one because they actually had their guns drawn.
Yeah.
Fireman walked out there in his briefs and was holding the phone up with his dog. If Fireman John was a black man,
They
he
would have
could
shot
have
him.
got shot.
Or if he was in Los Angeles and you hold a black item in your hand, they're going to shoot you.
Yeah.
Like
And-
that
and
could have been a
the-
gun.
And
Well, yeah.
dude, the pattern with all those swattings was this. All those people's full names are out there. I'm surprised Bob never got swatted with this shit.
Oh, I've been swatted. In fact, let me explain this to y'all. Hold
But
on.
Mark
Wait a minute.
Cruz-
You brought that up, Woofie. No, listen, I want to tell you guys, let me talk for a minute because I'm going to bring up two topics.
You swatted the shit out of that dude.
Number one, I've been talking to Botter this whole time. He takes credit for what Cobra did. Cobra's the one that swatted Fireman John. It was not Botter. Now, I can guarantee you,
this.
he told me out of the mouth. That's the first thing. The other thing is that that when it comes to a lot of the swatting shit, like the police here where I live, they told me the last time they were here, they came over to ask about Wits End. Swear to God, I was swatted that night too, though. But that police officer told me point blank. He said, "I am not here because of the swatting call." He said, "We did not
Wow.
come here because of that." And he in fact told me, he said, "In fact, you've been swatted over 18 times in the past week and a half, and we're not responding to those calls." They got me on a special list because every cop up there knows who I am, so they're not going to answer those
Of
fucking
course they do.
swatting calls.
Yeah.
There's so many people tried to swat me within a week and a half, 2 week time period that he said it's a lot of people. He said, if we came to your house every time you were swatted, we might as well just set up a fucking camp here.
I just realized, T-Bob, you were the first guy to get swatted in calf. I think DJ Smooth swatted you.
Yeah, he
Way
swatted
back
me one
when.
time about it. Yeah.
When
That
they were
is true.
banging at your door, and you were all drunk and shit.
Yeah, it was DJ Smooth did that one. Yeah, but that's okay because it landed me in a situation where, in time, I'm gonna sue the city and I'll have plenty of money in my bankroll.
There you go.
I just,
Man.
no matter, even if it's Tony, like, don't swat people. Like, I didn't like that Tony got swatted. I don't like that, Steel Toe got swatted or anybody. I think that's dangerous. And luckily, it's not like the old days. Like, in the old days when people got shot, like, they came in with a SWAT team. They kicked down your door. There was no knocking on your door.
Yeah,
well, look at
these were pretty minor, but
these
I'm
are
telling
wellness
you,
checks, basically.
if these
He
people
went
were
by the
black,
no,
it would have been a different situation.
Listen, hold up, Wolfie, check this out. Some of the things that they've told the police, even to me, Bob is in there killing everybody in the house and shit like that. I swear to God.
That's what they said about Tony, that he killed his wife. It's like, that's wrong.
Yeah. Or Fireman John is beating the crap out of his wife and he's holding a gun. I mean, shit like that is what's going on.
That's filthy. I mean, like, dude, there's no excuse for it. Like,
Well,
that person should go to jail. No doubt about it.
No one wants to deal with that shit.
It's
Right,
just
but
it's
what they're not
dirty. It's
looking
like
at, there was just a guy here just this past week that was just prosecuted for swatting someone, and it ended up in their death. That guy got 20 years, mandatory that he serves all 20 years.
he should too.
But I will say the common thread with all the people who got swatted, including Justin, they all have their full names out there.
I hated that Justin got swatted. And then the second time he got swatted, he was on my show and he basically said, somebody's putting my address up. And I'm like, no. And I took him down because I didn't want people to hear that he's confirming that that's his address. But it was too late. He said, Weezy, the cops are already here. And I'm just like, I'm taking him down because I don't want people to get that gratification of watching him.
Weezy,
Weezy, would you fight Tony in a boxing match?
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, I'm sick and I will run circles around his fat ass. That would be fun.
I never saw proof of Justin getting swatted except for what he said on stream, so I wasn't sure if that was even accurate or not.
No, it was. His mom told us about it. Like,
I don't know. He might be more
That's fucked up.
big bald-headed fat guy that was in the pros. He fought Tyson and everybody else.
Butterbean.
He might be a butterbean.
Was he a
No.
boxer or a wrestler?
I bet you Tony can't even fucking tie his shoes. He probably has Velcro shoes. Like, Tony's
Oh, you're
not
calling-
eight.
You're calling Tony Butterbean?
That's what Bob was. But I'm not talking about Tony, remember? Tony wants my attention. So we don't feed the trolls. The trolls eat enough. Especially
Oh,
Tony.
sorry, Tony. I wasn't sure what they were talking about.
Yeah.
I do like Tony. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Oh,
I
you
really
love-
did grow
you love
to
Tony.
like him, and he I think
I
Tony
remember when you did not like Tony, and I was being like, "Oh, Wolfie, don't worry. Tony's a good guy." I apologize for that. I was wrong.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Everyone was like, "You're attacking Tony, man," and I'm like, "Yeah, this guy's a fucking douche." I didn't know.
I
who
saw
he
some
was.
videos of Tony being called out. Like Leaf has like an old channel somewhere, I think, or maybe it wasn't Leaf, but somebody kind of like who does the, like the shorts or whatever. And it's of like Tony saying one thing, and then like 2 seconds later, there's a video of him saying the opposite thing. And it's like you could see him get more defeated as time goes on. And I have to remember, he left the entire community and then came back as somebody who was anonymous because nobody liked him enough. He didn't want to come back as himself. He had to hide as the Tony character for a full year to gain everybody's respect back because he was such a puke when he left that nobody fucking liked him anymore. So he had to come back anonymously.
That was the Tony I didn't like when he was just.
That tells you everything. You need to know.
Because, like I said, one thing you didn't agree with or that wasn't factual, but I was just kind of kidding around. And he really kind of, I felt, went after me at the time. And I was like, fuck this dude. Or is he a dude? I thought he was a woman at one point. There were all these theories about who Tony was. Somebody said it was Elisa's best friend, went to high school with her. I was like, no,
I think that was
maybe it's
Bob.
a chick. And I was like, I'm sorry, Tony. But I knew it wasn't a chick. But even with all the John Mazza stuff, I was like, I wasn't sure until he spoke. And then once he spoke, I was like, all right. I kind of think this guy's funny.
I won't hold that against you.
I found his humor, and because I never found his humor when he was just Tony. For a little bit I did, but then when he came after me, I was like, Tall Dark and I did a whole stream against Tony one time, and then I remember the next day he called me a delicate little flower or something like that. I thought that was funny. But yeah, I don't really hate anyone in cap. Like,
neither do I.
I can't think of anyone I would.
I mean, I really can't think of
Sure not. I mean,
anybody.
you angered me a little bit, but
You never hated me.
no,
I mean, I can't think. The most I disliked somebody was probably Bob at one point. But I never hated him. Like I said, I felt bad for Bob when he was in the hospital and he was still just on a roll against me. And I was like, man, I hope he makes it. I hope he's okay.
I will
Like,
say
I can't-
I'm pretty empathic, and I always felt for Bob. Like, and you know, Bob's haters always try to say, "Don't feel bad for him. He's just whatever." And I always, you know, I'm a softie.
Yeah, I am too.
I always saw. I hate to get weird for a minute, but I saw a lot of pain behind T-Bob.
T-Bob is like
You wouldn't want to admit that.
he's like a unicorn. T-Bob is. You're never gonna meet another person like T-Bob ever. I've never disliked somebody online like I did Bob, and then immediately afterwards love him. Like I love Bob. I would do anything for Bob. I love the guy.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but
I mean, I'm just saying, as internet people go,
yeah, I'm just
like I
messing.
got Bob's back. Like I know Bob's done some questionable things, and he's kind of a troll sometimes, but he is who he is. And if you accept Bob for who he is, immediately your life becomes better. If you try to resist the T-Bob, you know, you just have to go with the fucking flow. Bob is who he's going to be. He's going to call Nancy Pelosi on the phone. You have to know that Bob's going to call Nancy Pelosi.
And even when Bob is mean to me, or like tonight he was calling me gay woofie, or like sweet lips woofie or something. Like I just take it with a grain of salt. I know T-Bob's just trying to get a rise out of me.
Even his haters love him.
But this is the only community I've ever been a part of online. I was never an online guy.
I was on Stickam. That was brutal. That was like
any of this shit.
Dude, Stickam was different levels. I would imagine it would be like if you took the worst parts of IP2, except for like obviously the CP. There was none of that. But if you took the worst parts of IP2 and condensed them, that's about how Stickam was. It was fucking toxic. That's what I loved about this community when I first came here, is that everybody can be horrible to each other, but then there's like this feeling of like everybody still likes each other.
Yeah,
that's unique.
I liked it because when I first joined, it was only like Kermit and Friends, like Kermit and Friends people.
Yeah.
And I didn't really. It took me a while to figure it out because when I first joined, I like drunk messaged Elisa on Instagram, which I've only done a handful of people, and she immediately like responded, and I was like, oh whoa, and sent me and I didn't know what Discord was or any of that shit, but
that's great.
In the beginning, it was. I went in and it was like, and dude, actually, Weezy, you want to hear something weird? Yeah. The day I joined Discord was the day you did as well.
Wow.
Isn't that strange?
Crazy? Yeah.
I
want to say that was like September of 2021, I think.
It was. Yeah, because like I went back and looked at some of my old posts once, and I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. But I noticed you joined that day too. It's so
wow, I never knew that. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it took me like a few months to like get in there because at first it was all these old guys fighting, and I was like,
yeah, that's
fuck is this? I said to Elisa, I was like, I loved Wappy's cover of this Oasis song, and she's like, oh, come here and tell him. And I'm like,
oh, that's so cool.
Is this? Yeah. So I was like all confused by that. Then I got a hang of it, and I fucking love the community.
Yeah, me too. I liked it a lot.
Like, it was during the pandemic, her show was going on, and I was out of work, like, you know, sort of a depressing time, but her show, I you know, kind of...
That was kind of like me. That was like the bottom of... I was most sick, right? Because I'm feeling 100% better than I used to. I was fucking sick for a while. I didn't tell a lot of people how sick I was. I was like... I couldn't really do much without fainting, right?
Oh,
and geez. So I would have to like basically limit my physical exertion level. And I'm 100% better than that. But now I'm catching up with, you know, like basically I couldn't be physically active. So my body is now like building back my tolerance basically. But I was bad. And this show kind of...
and marijuana at the same time.
Yeah, I quit both of those at the same time. Yeah,
that's major.
But
That's really
it was
major.
major. It definitely took its toll on me in a great way, though, too. But I mean, mentally, I was just an asshole. But then, as I like, you guys were a great distraction from the reality of me being so sick. But I didn't want you guys to know I was sick. And once I started feeling better, I started talking about being sick because it was kind of over the hump. But now I can openly talk about it because I'm like 99.9% better. I can actually like ride my bike for miles and do things that I could never have done back then.
What was your illness?
They don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I had every test you could possibly fucking imagine. But one of the main things that I had was called post-exertion malaise. So you like physically do something, immediately your body is like in fight or flight mode. You're like shaky and sweaty, and have you ever been so exhausted you just have to put your head down because you can't even lift your head up anymore? Like if you've had the flu, something like that. That was my everyday life. Like there were times on the Kermit and Friends rap or the actual show where I would be backstage as the co-host and waiting for her, and I would turn my camera off and lay down because I didn't even have enough energy to sit up. It was pretty bad. And so this was my great escape, like meeting all these people, and it was a distraction from my mind because I've never done a show. I've never did this before. I did it on Stickam where you're one of 16 people that are on, but I've never done a YouTube or anything. So it was all new to me, and my brain was like distracted with the reality of everything while I was paying attention to this. So it was great for me.
Yeah, and once I got like the hang of like what the Discord was and everything, I thought, oh, maybe I can like write jokes and like do a bit. So I did the Melmo thing, which
I remember that.
I did that once, and I wrote
liked
these
it.
jokes, and Elisa was like so good with that. She was like, whatever, you know, I just want you to express yourself. And I wrote like, and it was for T-Bob. I was like going after T-Bob because I thought maybe he would go nuts, but he didn't. He just thought it was funny. And, but I look back on that, it was like so inappropriate. And like, Elisa seemed freaked out by the shit I was saying. Funny. But I had so much fun with that. That was a great time.
Yeah, so, I liked like the before IP2 came into Discord, like the right before Captain Content became in the ether. That was my favorite part of Kermit and Friends Discord. Right before, when it came in, it was awesome too, and there's like a whole different version of it. But and like I love Pixel Bat. I love a lot of the newer people.
He's
like
great.
J Prime, Pixel Bat, people like that I love, and we wouldn't have them without IP2.
Yeah, for sure. Pixel Bat is great. He's very funny, I think.
Yeah,
and very smart. He seems.
Yeah, I love Pixel Bat. He's one of my favorites.
But yeah, I guess when the transition happened to IP2, it was shortly after Brain left.
Yeah, that was the golden era for me. We're young.
That was amazing.
We don't know it like the old school people know it, but Brain to me, man, oof.
Dude, I was telling Bob earlier on this stream, I was like, the first stream I ever went on was Danny from LA's, because Tony like told me to go on there, so I just did. And Brain came on that same stream, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's Brain!"
That's cool.
And I was like talking to, I was trying to, I guess I was like interviewing him or something because, you know, he had been an extra for Nicolas Cage and shit. And
I wish he would come back.
Yeah, me too. Kleenex was saying he talked to him the other night, but
I don't believe him.
Leaf said it was probably a lie.
Okay, now I'm going to prove to you how that is possibly a lie right now, because Kleenex said something hilarious the other day. I'll play it for you, which basically proves that everything else he's ever said is a lie. Listen.
Okay.
Suck my dick. And by the way, it's big. That was the one thing I told the truth about.
The one thing I told the truth about.
Made a clip of that. You didn't see it. I posted it in Kermit and Friends. I made
Oh,
Who
did
was
you?
that? Wait a minute. Who was that?
the
Kleenex. I put a YouTube short.
Oh, Kleenex. Okay.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny.
Did
I
y'all know that
watched
a
that
golden
whole
eagle
stream.
gets
I
an
couldn't
average of 17 feet wingtip to wingtip?
What's that?
The golden eagle's only 1 foot smaller than the golden eagle.
I don't
That's
care
huge.
about that.
Oh, I just wanted to throw that out there. And for anybody who, just a station identification break. For anybody who is curious, we do have the red tail hawk, the red shoulder hawk, and the red breasted hawk, and any other kind of hawk named red in it. We probably got it here where I live.
You have a lot of birds over there.
Yeah, a lot of birds. I have to look them up, and sometimes I'm not sure if I'm finding the right birds.
Do you still do the bird streams? I never really watch YouTube in the daytime anymore.
Yeah, I do. I just generally do, like, today I didn't do any because I was busy doing research on birds.
Well, when you post about the golden eagle, I think of maybe Wheezy has seen this movie, Rescuers Down Under,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
where
From
the
when we were-
golden eagle like
Wow.
rescues that kid. Like, that's a great movie, man.
Fuck, I haven't even
Especially
thought about that forever.
opening titles to that movie is fucking fantastic.
Wow, I completely forgot about that movie.
And it's this huge golden eagle. And he rescues the kid and brings him up to the nest, and he's
What year did that come out? 1990.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
looking it up
the
right now.
Rescuers
That's
was
fucking
in the
crazy.
80s.
I forgot all about it. I loved that movie.
Yeah, I posted a GIF of that when Bob first started mentioning golden eagles.
Wow, I need to watch this again. It's like a
It's such a good movie, dude.
fuck. I forgot all about it. I love when you remember stuff like that you haven't thought about for 30 years.
Yeah, and it's a lot better than the first one. The first one is pretty depressing.
What was the first one?
The Rescuers, when the little girl gets
Ah.
kidnapped by the crazy lady in the bayou with the gators. And it's
I have
just a
to look-
sad movie.
I don't remember that one. I just remember
That-
the Rescuers.
That one's like kind of sad, and but the Rescuers Down Under is.
Do you remember
fantastic.
Pete's Dragon?
I've never seen that, and they did a remake of it recently with a director I like.
Ah,
One of the his last movie I liked. So I
I'm
haven't
trying to
seen
think of what
his
year that was, because that
other
was
films. Pete's Dragon, I would guess, is 1977.
It is. That's a great guess. I'm looking it up right now. It's 1977.
I'm probably a little autistic because I have like senseless information in my head.
I'm like that with music from the 90s. Like, I know too much about that. I definitely think that everybody's autistic, though. I don't think there's a normal
I always
person.
thought I was autistic.
I think everybody is. I really do. I think everybody's on the spectrum. It's just different versions of it.
I knew I'm not ADD because I tried Adderall once and I was out of my fucking mind. It was like
Adderall makes me mellow. Like
Adderall
cocaine. Cocaine made me
me
mellow.
insane. I did like 100 push-ups. I was like hungover. I was lit. It was crazy. But so I guess I don't have ADD, but I probably have some OCD and shit.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is sane. I think that's like saying somebody's normal. Nobody's normal. There's no such thing.
I have an ailment though where I hate myself.
I think that's called being a human.
Yeah, and I hope I can get over that because I think that's where my drinking comes from, but it's also genetic, so who knows. But I really do hate myself sometimes. Like when I talked to Lisa last night, and I thought that was cool, but I was like fucking blackout drunk.
I
It's like
mean,
that.
it's been 8 years this month since I quit drinking, and it was the best decision I ever made in my entire life. Hands down.
You know, my brother did that, but he was like a real alcoholic. And I never got that bad. To me, it's just a habit. But I do see now it's like kind of fucking me up a little bit.
Yeah, for me it was like I never drank at home or like alone. I always drank socially, but I would drink when we played music or watched music, and that was every weekend. So I just get shit faced Friday and Saturday, and then I would pay for it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
I used to be like that where I'd go out and drink and stuff, but then I just, at a very young age, too young, I just like became more of a shut-in. I just like closed people out, and I just wanted to like focus on myself, I guess, and like feed my head. But you know, I incorporated alcohol with that. But I'm not an everyday drinker. It's more of like a weekend thing, or like one day
Right.
during the week.
Yeah, if you keep it to that, you'll be okay. But I saw your comments about your mom and your family during the holidays, and that was a little discerning.
That was really rough on me. Yeah, that was a tough one. That fucked me up, dude.
Yeah, well, you
Like,
wait.
that was the worst Christmas I've ever had.
Right, so
Sorry to hear
don't
that.
do any more drinking when you have family get-togethers. And then you don't have to worry about it no more.
It's good
Well,
advice.
I'd have to explain to you how my mother is, and she was out of control that week, man.
Probably.
The whole time she was coming down on me, and yeah, that was hard.
Hey, you guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so straight edge now. Like the only thing I do is coffee. I don't do marijuana. I don't do tobacco. I don't do anything. Every once in a while, I'll take kratom. But even then, it doesn't make me high or anything.
What's kratom? What the heck is that?
People call it kratom. It's basically a plant from like Thailand, Indonesia area that has opiate-like properties, and it became very popular within the last 10 years in America. But the way I found out about it,
Can I have
my friend, it's like in lots of stores now. My neighbor back in the day, he quit alcohol cold turkey, and he did it with kratom. But back then, you had to buy it like by the kilo, like from across the country. I mean, across the world, like who knows where it was coming from. And so like nobody really knew about it. But now if you go to a gas station, there's like kratom pills and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, I'm starting up a store, so if anybody knows the cheapest place I could have t-shirts made, I would appreciate that.
Teespring is where I got the forest shirts made, but they print it for you and send it off when somebody buys it.
Yeah, how much do they charge?
Well, it's that basically, I don't know.
I know who owns that, by the way. One of my victims went after me a long time.
I just did it so people would wear forest shirts. I never tried to make any money off of it, and I think
Where'd he
it's
go?
like he left again. He must
No,
be
he's
having
backstage. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe I didn't scratch his butthole or something.
Wow.
Man, that'd really suck, you know, if you're wiping your butt with toilet paper and then your nose is the worst itch you ever had in your life.
Oh, stop it.
Do you scratch it or not?
You go like this.
Yeah, there you go.
You think of gross stuff, Bob.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Your face looks better.
Yeah, it's getting better slowly. It's still fucked up, but yeah.
Do you ever put anything on it to make it go away?
Not really. I got some cream, but it seems to make it want to bubble up, if anything, in a couple of places, and then I got to go in and squash it out. So that's disgusting. So I just, I wash my face a lot during the day, like with that salt soap, and it'll heal up. It's just a matter of time now.
Yeah. You still don't know what it is, do you?
Yeah, it's from when I got the blood clots. That's when this happened. So it was pretty wild, man. I just broke out like all at one time all over, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I never break out on my face. I take pride in that. I never had no, I might have had one zit or two zits in my lifetime, but I never had a problem breaking out on my face, you know.
I did when I stopped smoking tobacco and weed. I broke out completely. It was weird. But yeah, me too. I never, like, in high school, maybe a little bit, but I never had like really bad acne.
Right. Yeah. Kids are very perplexed about that in high school. Like if you get a zit, you're like, oh my God, you know, and you
Yeah,
do
it's
out
the end of the
your
world.
face to get rid of them. You go buy any product to put on it to get rid of it, you know.
I've known people with really bad, like Lala. Lala has cystic acne, so it's like bubbling under the skin.
Yeah.
Like that seems like it would be horrible to deal with.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't care. I get zits and I'm like, who gives a fuck? If somebody's looking at me close enough to care, then I don't want it.
I wonder what's up with Elisa. She keeps going out with a bunch of losers. I haven't seen her go out with one normal person like since she's been doing IRL yet.
I think that she tries to find the people that'll be most entertaining on camera.
Could be. Yeah, could be. Somebody that's going to put drama. She loves drama. She loves watching other people's drama.
She loves excitement, I've noticed, when it comes to live streaming. And a lot of people, like normal people, aren't exciting. Like I love Joey. When Joey was on, he was great with her. They did great stuff, but he was not dramatic and exciting like Lala or, you know, other people. Or even Barry.
That's exciting. I mean, is it exciting? Does that mean watching other people's peril or what? I mean,
I guess you could put it that way. Like the way I look at Lala is that she loves being on camera, or else she wouldn't do it over and over and over again. But she's not equipped to be on camera. So it's like kind of like what you're saying. You're watching their decline. Are you there? What happened, Bob?
nothing. Hold on. I'm just adjusting myself here, and I don't want to harass everybody with what I'm doing.
But yeah, I think Lala should not be on camera. She's like it's bad for her mentally. Personally, that's what I think.
Hey, I just want to sit up a little bit. That's all. See? Hi. That way everybody can see my nice, beautiful beard. And ta-da.
Mine's getting big.
Yeah, you got about 5 more years to go. No,
right?
about maybe 3 or 4.
It's just the neck. I've never had my neck this long. I'm double fisting my neck.
I shave my neck. Like I keep under my neck. Like this part I keep shaved. Only like from here up. You know, I don't let it grow out on my neck or in the back of my head. I hate those hairs growing like that.
Mine's like
now.
I just let everything grow. This used to remember I had the chin beard. That's this. This is just all fucking neck hair.
Yeah,
it's
that's
crazy.
Fine there, but you don't want it on your neck. That's the part you want to shave off.
Yeah, I haven't shaved anything. It's been a couple of months. Actually, I don't know. I could look. One way to gauge it is the wrap-up show. Because sometimes I look at the wrap-up show and I'm like, holy fuck, I had no facial hair.
Yeah, and if you eat a lot of Jell-O, that really helps your hair grow a lot.
Jell-O?
Yeah.
I need to start eating more Jell-O then.
I probably need to eat more Jell-O too, but I never really ate Jell-O before to get my beard. Like when I was growing my beard, I never ate Jell-O. I mean, but a lot of people told me about Jell-O, and I did some reading up on it. It works pretty good. So now I eat it now and again. I kind of eat it every once in a while.
Wow. So September of last year, I didn't really have this beard.
Right.
I look completely different. This beard makes me look so fucking different.
Yeah.
So weird.
You look like a writer.
I like it though. I mean, it's been so cold lately. It's like extra insulation. You've
What did
grown yours forever.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was just wondering where our buddy went, what he's doing.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's
He
having
didn't say
internet
anything
problems.
before he left.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while. It's good to see him. Who else streams with you now, Bob?
Oh, I don't know. Not too many people. Just every once in a while, somebody will pop in.
Yeah. I haven't been watching enough to know. I'm lost touch. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I got a job and I'm loving it, but it takes up all of my time.
No, that's good. As long as you love your job, that's good.
Yeah, it's like the perfect job for me. I've been waiting a long time to have an opportunity like this. So it actually worked out. Once COVID hit, I had to shift gears anyway. So it all worked out. As soon as I started feeling better, I got a good opportunity.
Tony seems to think you're obsessed with him.
Yeah, notice he's talking about me. I'm not talking about him. Ask yourself who's obsessed with who.
Well, I don't know who this guy is, but he's fixing to get blocked.
Uh-oh.
Anybody that associates me as being a Democrat or a Biden lover, I'll block your fucking ass for life.
That's inexcusable.
Yeah, you're not getting unblocked, whoever the fuck that is. You're blocked, and I don't know who you are, and I don't give a fuck.
People are reacting to the video.
Yeah, her IRL today was kind of fun to watch, but in a way it was really fucking lame.
I liked it. I don't like Moss. I think that he's bad for this. I think he's bad. He prohibits her from doing things that she wants to do, and she knows best. She knows what's going to be good on stream, and he just stops her from doing it.
Really, she went in there and talked to a few people and then left. I was like, psh. And she didn't even. I don't even think she had any interest in being there.
I think she just went because he loves porn. Like he loves the AVN awards and all of that. I think he thinks that he's dating her. Like I think that Moss thinks that he's dating Elisa. That's what I think.
I see him as the biggest fucking dork loser that she could have
He
ever.
is a dork. I mean, I've tried to like him and I've tried to be like, oh, okay, he's just, but he's like anybody that feels that comfortable yelling at Elisa like that, especially in public. Like, I don't know. You have to look at him like.
Maybe it's me, but I don't yell at women. I'm generally,
neither do
I just don't. I mean, if they're off and tripping the fuck out, then I might say something, but I'm getting up my shit and leaving.
Yeah, there's no point in arguing with a woman. Like, if you're with somebody and you guys are going to argue, there's just no point in it at all.
If you're going out on a date, the idea is to have fun. So whoever comes up with an idea that's fun, and you go do that. It doesn't matter. You could be at a pub, and then everybody say, "Oh, look, the boat race is right down the road here." You know, oh, do you want to go or not? I mean, I don't give a shit if we go or not. If you want to go, we go. If we don't,
even when I was younger and like really like into somebody, if they were immediately horrible, that's it. Cut the ties. Like I don't need to like
ties. Yeah, right there. You don't keep on going with it.
No, because then you become the power shift is so great that if you just let somebody walk all over you, that's what they're going to do. They are going to walk all over you as soon as they get the green light.
Yeah. Yeah, he's already verbally walked over her way beyond the line, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's not cool. I really don't think it's cool. I think she's putting up with it because it's good content, but I don't think it's good content.
I think if I took her to a pub, I would have to turn her head sideways and stick my tongue all the way out and lick her right up the cheek just to give her to take a picture and repost.
Oh, Bob. Well, you know that Moss tries to hold her hand when the cameras go off. I think that's so funny. He yells at her, yells at her, yells at her. And then when the cameras go off, he gets enough bravery to try to hold her hand.
I ain't never holding her hand. I mean, no, I don't hold hands like fucking.
I know. That's what's funny about it.
Or something.
It reminds me of like putting your arm around her. It's pretty
Yeah, it's dumb. You don't hold hands. I mean, you can if she wants to. I mean, if she reaches over and grabs my hand, says just make sure we stay together or whatever kind of thing. Yeah, then I would do it. But just like, what the fuck? You know? Alicia's not the kind of girl that you try to come on to. She doesn't like your cheesy come ons and shit like that. You know, Alicia's the kind of a girl that you got to let her get interested in you. And then if she's in that moment, then you go with the flow. But you don't come at her with a cheesy come on. She's not into those things.
Yeah.
I think that would turn her off more than anything, those cheesy come on.
Yeah, she's not like your normal everyday girl at all. That's why it's weird that Moss thinks he could treat her like that. Like, bro. Imagine what he does when the camera turns off. Like,
well, I agree. I think that he thinks she's stupid or something. Is what I really think.
yeah, he has that feel about him where he thinks he's wiser and he knows how to tell her what she should be thinking and stuff like that. Yeah. I think that too. I don't know how old he is. I can't tell how old he is.
He's
I know he's older than me. 57?
Yeah.
Wow, I would have guessed he was younger.
No, he's 57. He's just such a fucking dork, man.
God, he's very emotionally immature, especially for 57. Yeah. Like, I mean,
I like it. Of all of her dates she's been on, even though I think he's the wrong guy for her, I liked it when Captain Maggot was doing those live streams with her. You know, he wasn't holding back. I mean, he took his fucking towel off right in front of her and said, "What would you do with all of that?"
I agree with that. That was great. I mean,
and then he covered back up like, "I'm sorry, I didn't say nothing." And then he changed the topic real quick.
I don't personally like Captain at all, but I agree with you that era, that was like, you know, he played that part well. You know, he was kind of a baby and he was a little too like puppy doggy around her. But right. I would take that any day over how Moss is acting.
Yeah.
It's funny hearing like Virtual Spartan, because I don't know him yet, but it's funny hearing him call and boss her around and that dynamic.
He's another fucking total loser. He's the biggest fucking loser.
Yeah, I don't know him at all. He's very interesting though, like obviously very mentally unwell. She is the old man whisperer, man. She can fucking find old men that are just crazy about her. It's unbelievable. She's got such a skill.
Active. Anything, like if you take her on a date, you just take her somewhere where she can be active. And like if you go to a pub, don't worry about if she wants to bring friends along or not. That's just her. I mean,
yeah, you can't hyper control her. Let her do what she wants. That whole Billy John thing where Moss is like, well, Billy was mean to me though. It's like, really? Are you fucking 5 years old? You don't want to hang out with somebody because he was mean to you? Even if she wants to hang out with him, she gets to hang out with him. You can't control it.
I know. And people try to control her like that. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
The funny part is that I'm sure behind closed doors or like when it comes to texting, he's so nice. He can't wait to get near her. And as soon as they're next to each other, his confidence goes low because she's trying to hang out with other people and he just wants her to himself.
Yeah.
That would annoy me if somebody just wanted, like, I don't only want to hang out with you. That's a red flag. But you say she'd fall for you right away, right, Bob?
No, I said if I ever did go to LA and get in an IRL stream or whatever kind of stream with her, that my bet is that I end up back at her place with her that night.
Hey, I know you can close the deal. I mean, look at what you did with Erica. She was sucking her titty the first day you guys met.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, my God.
I'll never forget it because there's a screen cap of it. You're up here in the corner And you're basically like,
see her sucking her own tit like that.
yeah, she's sucking her own titty. You're up here and you're basically like, oh, another day in the office.
I mean,
It's
she
really funny.
within 30 seconds of getting live stream with her, she says, hold on, I need to get up and get something to drink or whatever. And she got up, she went into the kitchen and she set her phone down, aimed that way. And when she's walking back, she goes, so I guess you're going to be okay with this? And she dropped her fucking towel and big old buggies are out, staring at you right there. And I'm like, I just told her, yeah, those are very nice. I'll give them a 10.
I love that. I love that. Like, she went from Maddie's girlfriend to your love interest to then fucking leaving the internet entirely with Brain.
No, she hit on some other guys there. It was actually Elise's friend that brought her to Kermit Friends. Her girlfriend was courting her, and you know who I'm talking about, but I don't want to, down her or nothing on the show. But her best friend for a long time there is the one that was courting Erica and tried to get her to move to California to move in with her.
Wow. And
then she went over to Maddie. Then she went over to me. And then she tried to hit on Witz. And Witz, by then, Witz was like, no, I'm married. I know, fuck no. So he ran from her, basically. And then she went, I forget who else after that. Then she started messing with Brain. And then she was messing with some other guys. She'd go back to Brain. And I kept helping her out with that. Because I was telling her, I said, Brain hates it so much whenever me and you are talking. It makes him so fucking jealous. He goes on and on about it. Remember, every day, all day long.
Yeah. What do you like about Bob? Bob's old man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He down 5 bottles of fucking wine, talking shit about me constantly.
That's when I had to stop liking him, was the whole mom incident, because he was too drunk. But
yeah, he was totally taking advantage of Mom. And finally, he bucked up and moved out there with her. But his mom was getting moved to another place, though, see, and he couldn't go with her. He couldn't stay with her anymore.
Right. It was perfect timing for him to be able to find that opportunity.
Yeah, it really was. He better be glad.
I mean, I hope that at one point he does come back so a lot of these new people can experience Brain. I barely got to experience Brain. I mean, I still have a drop that I should play more on the wrap-up show where he's like, oh, good luck, Wheezy. And he's just like, he doesn't even know what to say.
Well, supposedly he had that big-ass tumor of his removed.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't realize he had it removed.
Yeah, that's the last bit of news I got about them, is that he was going in to have his tumor removed.
God, I haven't heard from them in a long time.
No. I got her number if anybody wants to call her.
I remember she used to, if her and Brain used to break up, she would go on Twitter and add us all back and then message us, like me and Elisa and you and whoever. And then as soon as her and Brain got back together again, she'd block all of us.
Yeah, she got me blocked right now. I can't call her or nothing.
I was just looking for her on Twitter, and I don't know. Let's see. I don't even think she exists on Twitter anymore because I don't even have the old message. That's funny.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to her since she left.
Oh, actually, I did find her.
Yeah, shoot me the link.
Look at.
Oh, let me blow this up. Hold on.
Oh, I was just showing that you're blocked here. I'll just send you her link on Twitter.
Okay. Let me go pull up the Twitter here. My phone's on a different Twitter than this thing is.
I have your T-Bob Love one.
I don't know which one of mine. Let me go look. I'm on the T-Bob Awesome one. All the other ones get to where I can't post anything because Twitter had me on. They got me in this fucking box or something. And even though Elon says he's undoing everybody's blocks and shit, I'm still blocked on all my other accounts.
Yeah, no, I've had more problems.
I think he's full of shit about all of that. It's full of crap.
Well, I've had more problems since he's been back than before. Like, I have all kinds of bots now. All right, I'm going to send this to you. Let's see if I can link it like that.
Yeah,
Those
man,
are the
T-Bob,
numbers.
Skipper's
T-Bob.
face. The one that's got the little green line across it, whatever that's a picture of.
Yeah, T-Bob Awesome.
No, T-Bob Love. Yeah, T-Bob Awesome. Yeah, is the email.
Right. Okay, that's what I sent it to. All right, Bob, I'm going to get something to eat. If you're still on when I come back, I'll come back up.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Of course.
You
It's
guys
always
are
great to
always
talk to
fun.
you.
Y'all are fun to listen to. You're fun to talk to.
I love you, Bob. You know that.
Yeah,
right.
be cool,
See you
man.
later.
So there went Weasel. I still don't know what's up with Big Woofie here, but he's not showing to be active at the moment, so I don't know. But yeah, some people are just fun to hang out with, and some people aren't. And I just think it's funny. I look around the internet today, and especially on Discord, I see everybody finger pointing. You constantly see finger pointing with no evidence. And I'm sorry, guys, but I am the kind of guy that I got to have solid proof of something. You know, you can say anything you want. I've seen evidence stacked against somebody, and whatever all that those people were saying, it just turned out not to be the case. So I just, yeah, you got to prove it to me. I mean, if I'm in a jury seat and I got to give a guilty or not guilty, I got to see some actual fucking evidence, not hearsay. You know, hearsay is going to get you a not guilty verdict from me every time. If they're not guaranteed guilty, you're not going to get a guilty plea out of me because you ain't got no proof. You know, you can shit in one hand and piss in the other, and you still got nothing. You know, that's kind of the way that works. So, anyways, I'm gonna jump off. Everybody, peace out. God bless. Keep your eyes in the sky. You never know what you'll see.